They and them are using the metaphysics that play on your psychology, that play on the psychological nature that you are. They use tools like fear and lack and scarcity and division and separation, all to terrify your ass. When you are born, you are not born with any of those social conditionings. All that shit comes eventually, right? There is still a knowing within babies that there is more. And you know what happens to get rid of that? People. The people who love you, there's no doubt, in the ways that they have been conditioned to love. I'm gonna slow down right there. Because all the things that we believe love is the shit they've conditioned you to believe that love is. And I'm telling you, it's time to get an overall revamping, a new understanding from a metaphysical perspective. Because that is truth. That is the truth that's going to raise you up out of all the social conditioning. You fuck, don't fall. Shit. Okay, so listen, I've never been much of a planner, all right? Today is no different. I came up to the rooftop to have a cup of coffee. This cup of coffee turned into a conversation that I think is necessary to kind of jerk your chain. If you've been wondering who them and they are, I think it's time that you start to peel that thing back, because who them and they are has layers to it. But if you understand the overall objective of them and they, then you can start to understand how what them and they do impact you and how you start to protect yourself, okay? So one of the things that I know is necessary is that you stop just identifying as this, all right? This physical body. This physical body is necessary for the experiences you came to have. Got it? But this physical body is not who you are. How many dead folk have you seen? How many cemeteries are filled? How many urns are full? It is not this body. But they want you focused on the 5 physical senses they've taught you about, which is sight, taste, smell, what you can physically feel and hear. Those are the ones they want you focused on. I am telling you, there are so many more. Some of you have heard of clairsenses. It's imperative that you understand that the only way you tap into those is to get to know the real you. Who, what you truly are. Not who, because they've personified you and you are not a person. Are you having a human experience too? Yes. This thing is human and it's divine. I want you to get away from the word spirit or spiritual, because it has been so bastardized that you can't help but have belief systems, BS, that carry some funky meaning behind it that will tag along as you are trying to understand who them and they are and what you truly are, which means you have to put on a metaphysical hat. All right? So what is metaphysics? Metaphysics is that stuff that's beyond the 5 physical senses. Those are the things that them and they know about you that you don't know about you and that they keep using against you. They and them are using the metaphysics that play on your psychology. Okay, so when you get metaphysical about life, then the metaphysical stuff is not the 5 physical sense stuff. It is the energetic stuff. It is the what and why behind what you see and feel and smell and all that other kind of shit, okay? It's necessary for you to dig deeper. They did not teach you this. They listen. Education is indoctrination. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. There are times. Let me tell y'all something. Because when I take the time to put stuff together and literally map it out and explanations and information, y'all don't hear that. Y'all ain't listening to that. Those are the ones I have 100 and 200 and views on. The other ones where I'm cussing you out and I come straight like this and raw and able and I get it. It's a transmission. I'm talking to you about energy and I haven't been giving you mine. So I'm telling you, I didn't plan on coming up here to do this, y'all, but I'm probably gonna do a little makeup something when I go and edit this a little bit. But I'm not even doing a whole lot of editing. I'm just coming to dish to your ass, and I'm probably gonna do this every day so I can jerk you up so you can remember that you are not this physical fucking body. You are an energetic force. You are essence. And your essence, y'all, is all the stuff that matters. It's your divinity. It's how you truly harmonize. Because trying to harmonize in all of this human consciousness bullshit that they have conditioned us in, and even my teaching personal development for 30 fucking years, you are trying to teach people, boundaries, and you having some standards that ain't got nothing to do with your divinity, is you still just spinning your fucking wheels in human consciousness programming. I'm telling you, it's time to change operating systems. Go back to where you were, because the reasons that you are in fear, the reasons that you feel lack, the reasons that scarcity is giving you anxiety, and the reasons that we are so fucking divided and believe in separation. And I'm not just talking about people. I'm talking about you feeling separated from your very inheritance of abundance. And abundance in all of the goodness that you believe you lack is because you bought into the illusions of all that bullshit, like lack. Lack is an illusion. Resources, sources, are connected to sources so that resources can flow. It's part of your divine inheritance. And I'm telling you, when you allow these psyops, I did 3 full fucking videos on psyops and y'all have not gone to look at it. Psyops is psychological operations. And what the military, it comes from the military. Are people all over using this now? Most of the people who even use the word don't understand that it came from the military. It came from our government. It's what the fuck they not only use on enemy territory, it's what they use on you. Because anybody who thinks outside of the ways they've conditioned you to, outside of the ways that they can control you, are considered a threat. All right? They consider you a threat. This last video I did, let me just do a quick review. Fuck. The military's PSYOP, psychological operation, is built on 3 pillars. Persuasion, change, and influence. Now, you might think, well, okay, what that mean? They seek to persuade you to whatever agenda they have. And when they go into foreign territory and need to persuade people of something, then they've got an agenda. If you don't know already, every fucking country there is where these people have been subjected to the U.S., it is because they've gone in and persuaded them of something, probably used the fucking Holy Bible to try and convince them of what their life is supposed to be and how they are supposed to live. They persuaded them on something, which then changed who they are, the essence of who they are, to align with the bullshit that they needed, the agenda that they needed them to fall for. And then they followed up with influencing them with certain things. Now, let's say use some of the tools that they use. I just talked about them. The lack that the people have, that they have now made promises that they were gonna do for them, and most of which they did not follow through with. Same on you and us here. all right? Made these fucking promises that make it look like it's a deal for you. They change who you are at your fucking core, move you from your divinity, tell you how you're supposed to live through social constructs and bullshit, change your very fucking essence. And then they influence you into doing and mostly becoming an ambassador now for the bullshit they trained you in. Like and then tell you things that are important and you believe the shit. Like they convince you that being a patriot. Now you looking around and going, wait a minute, what's this bullshit I fell into? They convince you of the American dream. Now you looking around losing fucking houses and cars or trying to figure out how the fuck you gonna keep them when you probably won't, because they have an objective about that shit too. All of the lending practices and all the shit you're now figuring out were not the truth. Now let me tell you how to combat it all. How you just get rid of all of this shit. Listen, you've been listening to all these fucking manifestation coaches and all of this stuff. Y'all that have been through this shit, I'm telling you, for the past fucking 5 years. And damn, I ain't mean to cry. I've been trying to figure this shit out, and I'm giving you a fucking cheat code. You don't try and wade your way through what Neville Goddard refers to as the messy middle. You get in your divine place. You get back in your space of divinity. I created your sovereignty guide. And I haven't talked about sovereignty right here, but I got a bunch of fucking videos, and you got to put on your student cap to go and listen to it, because I'm not cussing you out like this. I'm laying the shit out for you to go and get your pen and paper and take fucking notes. They got us so not able to even sit long enough to sit through something with all of this TikTok shit flipping through. I mean, TikTok did a lot for us, but you know what I mean. The short attention spans now through Instagram and the levels of influence that they got people as ambassadors now is this pseudo celebrity shit, even through Instagram. Y'all, all of this shit is the kind of influence that is not working to your advantage. You got to be able to see through the shit. Now, a lot of what is can work to your advantage, but not until you operate in your divinity to know, so that you can see through the bullshit. Now, let me tell you how to get the fuck out of it. It's 3 words. You got to learn how to transmute, transform, and transcend. You got to become an alchemist on all the bullshit they've conditioned you in. All right? You've got to become an alchemist, so that all the things that are causing you pain, all the shit you fear, all the things you think you lack, because lack is a fucking illusion, all of that, you've got to become an alchemist. Take that shit, and I've talked a lot about this, but I'm going to talk more about it, and I'm going to do it just like this. You got to be able to take that and, just like an alchemist, put some fire to something in order to create something else out of it. You got to turn that shit to gold. All right? So you got to transmute. You got to transform. A lot of y'all came out of the church. The word that we know that to be with most is transforming of the mind. And that is true. You've got to change what you have been programmed to believe. You got to change what they have convinced you is true. And I'm telling you, everything you believe is true. That shit is upside down. It's turned up the fuck side down. And it's going to be painful to go through this shit. But some of us have already done it, to hold your hand through it. All right? And then the last thing is to transcend. And here's how I've started to explain that. You got to change operating systems. You came here on one operating system, which was your divinity. All right? Divine consciousness. Consciousness, y'all. I want you to pin that word, because I'm going to be talking a lot more about consciousness. Because consciousness and sovereignty is very important. I created your sovereignty guide. I'm putting the link in the description box below. If you don't fully fucking understand it, I already have videos for you to go back and look at. But just stick with me. I'm going to explain all of this. I'm going to give you the shorter ways to it, because what I've been through trying to understand all of this, y'all, nobody should have to. But it's my gifts of being able to see patterns and recognize nuances and things. I also know minister in the mega churches of it. And being in it for so long is really what's given me the ability to see how close intentional misguidance and lies of the Holy Scriptures came um, to get you to look outside of yourself for some external something when you are everything you need, when you are operating in your divinity. I'm telling you, it's time to go back to your original operating system. And all it takes is cutting away at all of the human consciousness programming that we've all been subjected to. None of us have gotten out of this shit unscathed. But for those who are coming up now and who are learning this, they will be able to guide their babies in the gifts that they came in and to change all this shit right side up because they're already programmed for it. All right, I'm getting emotional myself right now, so it's time to go. I didn't mean to do this shit, but I'm about to post this shit. I'm telling y'all, you came here for for more than the bullshit they've programmed you for. The way our way out of this shit is returning to our original operating system. They can't fuck with you when you recognize you are sovereign. When you have the courage to look at all of that shadow shit. And I'm only saying that because I know that's a reference for y'all, but I'm gonna walk you through what all that shit means, all right? But you gotta rise out of it. Sovereignty just means you get to choose where you gonna tap in energetically. I'm gonna talk to you more about it. I gotta go. Oh, all right, Bells, I hear y'all. Y'all know I ain't religious. But, you know, in the United States, they've gotten rid of all the fucking bells. Y'all, there is some real resonance that happens within the human body when those bells go off. So I appreciate things for what I can appreciate them for. All right, it's about to get dark out here, and I'm going to have to do too much fucking editing if I don't stop it now. Get your shit together, all right? Just get it together. I know you've been trying through their system. Their system will never fucking work. You just gotta move to your divine, and everything else will just be cut away, and you will naturally rise. All right? Shit, I ain't mean to come on here and fuss at you. Fuck, I love you. That's all I got, but I stop this shit.